do have to recognize that it is called America, and America history repeats itself. But also, America can congratulate itself. America has decided to align with other nations in electing far-right, crazed, deranged leaders. And what you have to understand is that, and I'm going to keep saying, is that this is white fear.
So here's the problem with Roland Martin and a lot of these super liberals. Everything is a race play, okay? Everything is a race play, which to me, this is silly. White fear. Do you know how many people voted that were Latino for Donald Trump? It's like 40%. How many women, white, or whoever else, the blacks? Like a lot of the blacks that voted for Donald Trump were more than it was in 2020. And you're not dealing with the fact that the Democrats are a terrible party. You guys had 4 years that you guys lost the House, you lost the Senate, you lost the entire swing state because of the worst presidential tenure in American history, which goes down as Joe Biden. He left with a 41% approval rate, 7 points less than Donald Trump. Okay? And you guys are talking about this is white fear. Of course, that might have some small thing to do with it. But no, the Democrats just did not perform. You guys don't perform at all. And you don't want to address the fact that you guys are a terrible political party. That's the truth.
This is absolute fear of the future changing of this country. The Constitution, Declaration of Independence, that wasn't democracy. Black men couldn't vote. Men of means couldn't vote. Women couldn't vote. Black folks couldn't vote. I mean, if you were not a white man who owned land, you couldn't vote.
None of that has anything to do with the fact that you guys lost. Listen to this. Let's go more to racial politics or racial identity politics. First of all, Democrats had the incumbent president, the incumbent vice president. You guys had $1 billion as a campaign. You had way more money than Donald Trump had. And you guys still lost the House, the Senate, and the presidency. It has nothing to do with all of these lame excuses you're talking about right now, which absolutely make no sense.
So there's been a constant effort to change this country, to change its values. So what you've seen tonight is this country has decided that, you know what, Trump, those are our values. In fact, he's actually poised to win the popular vote. Wow.
But yeah, and he did win the popular vote by 6 million. But why? You weren't saying that last election when Joe Biden won. So was it the right decision for America when Joe Biden won? Obviously not, because you guys lost. You guys won the popular vote last time. You guys have lost 2 of the last 3 elections. What does it have to say? Because states are swing states for a reason. If these are America's values all the time, then why are they swing states? They are swing states based on how presidential candidates perform. Okay, in 2016, Wisconsin and Michigan, I believe, voted for Donald Trump. He didn't do as well in 2020, so they went back blue. You guys had the opportunity, so it went red. So what are their values when the values always change?
When you look at states like New York, New Jersey, Harris barely wins those states. Lower margins than when Biden did.
Why is that? He never addresses why that is.
When you look at the numbers, look at what the country decided. Country's decided, we don't mind if you lead an insurrection. We're good. We don't mind if you steal classified documents and lie about it and don't return them. We're good. We don't mind if you cheat with your company. We're good. Because you're going to bring back the good old days. It's going to be fabulous.
Insurrections. Okay. Classified documents. Let's say those things are true. I'm not a political analyst like this guy. What people are thinking about, if your company does classified documents and insurrections, which I really didn't see under Donald Trump's administration, people are looking at, okay, when he was president, I could afford this, and it wasn't a migrant crisis there. With Joe Biden's the president, I'm suffering. Want to know who suffers more since the Democrats took power? Women. All the people you say you're supposed to help. Minorities have suffered. Blacks have suffered. Women have suffered, more or less. And then if you want to talk about police brutality, there's been more police brutality, I believe, under Biden than it has been under Trump. I think Obama, it was the most. police brutality under Obama than anybody else. But let's lie again.
The fact of the matter is, Trump inherits an economy fixed by Democrats.
Fixed by Democrats. Trump's economy was already great when he handed it to Biden. What are you talking about?
And he's going to immediately claim credit for all of it. He's going to say, oh, it came back all because I'm coming back. But do understand, you better pay attention when he lets Elon Musk run amok in the federal government. You better be scared to death when he literally lets Robert F. Kennedy be in control of science and health. Oh, you better bring back the mask and everything else, because it's about to be a lot more people who ain't vaccinated. And when polio comes back, and some of these other diseases that we conquered a long time ago come back, because you've got a crazed, deranged, anti-vaccine person in charge, well, there you go.
First of all, there's no proof of any of these things that you're saying. And you're trying to use fear tactics and shaming tactics because you guys lost. Well, you're not looking at why you guys lost, and you lost because you're not good. All of these shaming tactics and what's going to happen, nobody can predict the future. Least of all, people such as you. You are not God. You do not know what you're going to do tomorrow, let alone what's going to happen or who's going to happen. Even economists cannot predict the future. So Roland Martin has no dog in this fight as far as what the outcome is going to be. You're not God. I'm going to keep telling you that you're not God and you cannot predict anything. And if you could predict something, you would have predicted that y'all was going to lose. And you could have did something to save it, but you couldn't because you thought that y'all was going to win. And so that's something that you don't even know what's going on. You can't even predict the future for your party, let alone what's going to happen in the future. And what Americans were willing to say is whatever is in the future is better than this, what we have right now. And that's your fault. Democrats fail to take the opportunity to be accountable. They fail to take the opportunity to be remorseful for what they do for the American country or to the American people or to black people or to black men, to black women, anybody, everybody suffers. Why is it that with Democrats, people have to suffer to do business with you? If they vote for you, they're voting against their own best interest. Why is that? And then when people don't want to do that, then you want to start, shaming them and giving them all these fear mongering tactics when you can't prove nothing that you're talking about, but you're upset that y'all lost.
Oh, please say hello to white nationalist Stephen Miller. Oh, he's back. Steve Bannon, oh, he's back. And do understand, all of the sane people you had before who served as guardrails, they won't be there. You truly are going to have a cabinet, an administration of zealots, of individuals who have no business.
The white nationalists are Joe Biden in the 1994 crime bill when he called young black men thugs. Do you remember that? Those are the white nationalists, sir. Democrats started the KKK. They started white supremacy. They continued it just in a different way. So there's nobody that's a bigger white nationalist than the party that people are voting against. Okay, you have races on both sides, but at least the other races at least let you know that how they feel about you. You guys don't, all right? And you disrespect black people. You got all these black women out here twerking and doing all these kind of things, demeaning themselves, and then you guys wonder why you don't win. And again, where's the accountability, Roland? You're an older man. Like, you don't want to talk about why you lost. You're like this is something that I would expect from a child, not from a man in his 50s. Somebody of your intelligence level, this is what you're doing.
You truly are going to have a cabinet, an administration of zealots, of individuals who have no business holding on to power. And so America...
Wait, no business holding on to power, right? Let's stop there. Your party is called the Democratic Party. It's called democracy. If you guys are doing a good job, you would still have the power, but you don't. Not only did you lose, I keep telling you this, Roland, you lost the presidency and the House and the Senate. So who are the zealots? It was a democratic and fair vote. And you guys lost the popular vote by almost 7 million votes.
America got what it wanted tonight. And America is going to get what it deserves. So let me say this right now to all of you white farmers in Michigan.
Why them dudes in the background like, woo, y'all lost. Y'all trying to hype him up during a losing concession speech. Y'all need to find a job for real.
Michigan, in Wisconsin, in Indiana, in Iowa, when he drops his tariffs and all of y'all asses go broke, I don't want to hear shit. Because hashtag we tried to tell you. And to all y'all people who blame the Biden-Harris administration for the awful economy, even though inflation today is at where it was in December 2019, where we had the longest period of unemployment at that low of a rate in 50 years. Stock market, S&P, savings, all that stuff. Oh, by all means, when his tariffs plan shifts all of that debt.
We need proof of that, bro, for real. Because if that was the case, nobody would ever remove a president that can do that. You would not have a 41% disapproval rate. So again, Roland Martin is rich, okay? This is something I understand with social media content creators, celebrities, athletes. When you're rich and you have a lot of money, you forget about everybody else and what they're going through. So Roland Martin doesn't feel it when he goes to the grocery store. He doesn't feel it when he goes to the bank and he goes to the gas station. He has money. But what about everybody else? This is what he can't understand. He hasn't been broke for like 30 years.
Debt to you. Don't look at us who voted for Harris. Because hashtag we tried to tell you.
No, y'all are the reason why the country is messed up right now. Those who voted for Biden and Harris. That's why you're not there anymore.
We told you by voting for that fool what was going to happen. So your health is going to be compromised. Your pocketbook is going to be compromised. Oh, by the way, when your ass start choking and your water tastes like crap, don't come holler at us.
So again, like nobody's coming to holler at you at all, Roland. Like you're somebody that nobody takes serious. Number one, I was around when President Trump was in his first, in his first term, 2017 to 2021. None of these things happened. Nobody was choking. There wasn't like really big, that wasn't occurring. Now, COVID happened around the world, but that wasn't occurring. What are you talking about, Roland? What are you talking about? Like, again, you're talking about something that you don't understand. You're making up stuff, trying to make up things that exist in like Disney movies that don't exist in real life. What president that I have seen in the last 40 years where people are choking because their water is all messed up and distasteful? Like, again, man, you guys need to really get off or whatever you guys are using.
Because he is going to decimate the EPA. Oh, by the way, when your raggedy ass state go ask a fool with the education, please don't come holler at us. Because of what he's about to do when it comes to the Department of Education.
People been hollering at y'all for 60 years, damn near, in the black community. I think that we ain't got nothing to say to you no more, bro. It's almost like a person getting dumped and they keep telling you, well, please don't call me when you need, and you're like, can you go? You sound like a scorned lover that's just been pumped and dumped or got dumped. Bro, go on about your life, man. The American folks voted. Why are you over here so mad, man? You can try again in 2028.
And again, all y'all white women who on birth control,
how about that?
Don't come holler at us when this Supreme Court targets that too. Clarence Thomas already told you they coming for that too. And so for all of y'all.
But these are not facts though. Like, his term hasn't even started. So you're making predictions that you can't even prove. Again, you couldn't even predict the outcome of the election. So what are you talking about? You make YouTube videos like me. You cannot predict anything. Okay? You thought that y'all was going to win, so nobody should listen to you about the future of anything. If economists cannot predict the economy, a YouTuber with a receding hairline, with a perm, cannot do the same either, bro.
Who said, oh my God, the nation is on the wrong track. By all means, enjoy his inauguration. Dance in the aisle. Go dancing in the streets.
He mad too.
But I'm going to tell you right now.
You mad, shut up.
Ain't no way in hell you think
You mad.
we're going to be silent. There's no way in hell you think we going anywhere. You know, I interviewed Harry Belafonte.
Okay, you interviewed Harry Belafonte. Nobody really cares about that. Okay, you're done today, sir. The reality is you guys lost for a reason. You talking about you're not going to be silent doesn't matter. You're talking too much. You need to go and figure out why Americans don't like you guys that much. Why you lost every swing state. What are the issues that the voters have? And this is the attitude that you guys have right now, that you guys are going to lose again in 2028, because nobody that wants to be a Democrat or have left the party don't want to hear this. They want to hear accountability. They don't want to hear these almost like similar threats of what's going to happen to them and their doom and gloom. No, if I lose, you want to hear somebody say, hey, listen, you know, we lost and this is why we lost. We want to come back and we want to get better in 2028. But that's not what you're saying, Roland. You are acting like a child, a complete child. No accountability, no responsibility. And this is why you guys are going to lose again in 2028. And you'll lose again in 2032. And every other year from there. If you don't fix your entitled behavior towards the vote and black voters and women voters, continue to lose, bro. And understand this is life. You guys got to compete. You guys had a bigger budget. All the celebrities. You guys had the White House, the House, the Senate, and lost everything because you suck. That's the end of the story. And if you didn't suck, you would still be there. Nobody gets fired for doing a great job. Ever thought about that? Guys, this is Fair Use. We're out.